Essential for laying out furniture joinery, a marking gauge enables you to strike a razor-thin line at a preset distance from a reference edge, a distance that ranges from a mere fraction of an inch up to just under an inch. So that's the reach we built into the joiner's marking gauge. Just enough, but not too much. If you're working with machinery, a pencil line is much easier to see than a scribe line, so the joiner's marking gauge gives you both options. Install the scribe to mark the depth of hand-cut dovetails. Then install the custom-designed mechanical pencil to lay out the edge limits of mortises you're going to rough out on your drill press. Plus, we integrated a stainless steel wear plate that will easily outlast the more common brass or wood versions. The perfect complement to the joiner's marking gauge, the dovetail marking gauges are precision machined from a solid billet of aircraft-grade aluminum and are available in 3 classic angle ratios. Paired with a joiner's marking gauge,
Is this how you try to mark an angle? Well, Incra has a better way. The Incra Marking Protractor, an easy-to-use precision tool for marking any angle on any workpiece. The red T-bar ensures exact placement along the edge of your work, while the view window makes it easy to find and align with your starting point. And like all Incra rules, microfine marking holes and slots at every position locate your mark exactly. No effort, no eye strain, perfect accuracy. The red T-bar is removable for using the protractor on the interior of your workpiece. The see-through window aligns the crosshairs. Then place your mark at the interior 5-degree scale, the outer 1-degree scale, or the ultra-fine half-degree scale. You can't miss. And finally, it's a 6-inch centering scale with marking holes and a precision compass too.
When I pick up a tool, it needs to do its job. It needs to be easy to use. It needs to be solid. It needs to work. It needs to last. If a tool doesn't do its job well, I can't do my job well, and I won't keep it in my toolbox. I've been using a finish nailer for 20 years. It's a tool we can't live without. We have to use it every day. Grex has always been a favorite nail gun of ours. The pneumatic line, it's always been a go-to gun, yes. The battery nail guns are nice. The weight is a little cumbersome. The Grex gun is lightweight, easy to use, and maintenance-free. The Grex is more user-friendly. It doesn't hang up, and when you're trying to get it into tight places, the balance is better. There are numerous advantages to the cordless tool. When we come up on a job site, we don't have to dig out the air compressor. We don't have to drag cords across the floor. We don't have to worry about the cords marring up surfaces when we're pulling them from here to there. Climbing a ladder, the safety issue. It's so much better with a cordless tool. The Grex gun is light enough. I can hang it on my belt when I climb up a ladder. I don't have to worry about the cord getting under feet. I don't have to worry about my cord being too short. And as for size, you really don't notice the difference. Once you get used to it, you really don't miss the lightweight of a pneumatic tool. The Grex gun is more efficient.
Introducing our Wood Saber marking gauge. The Wood Saber marking gauge is not built like any other marking gauge and has a nice weight and feel in your hand. All the components are finely machined. The surface that rides against your wood is made of solid stainless steel and is just under 3 inches wide, 3/4 of an inch of bearing surface just underneath the blade. The blade is made of A2 tool steel and is hardened to 60 Rockwell and is honed before it leaves our factory. You'll notice the guide shaft has grooves cut at 1/2 inch intervals, and the shaft has clearly etched lines to know the position of your blade. A spring-loaded ball bearing snaps into the grooves in the shaft at 1/2 inch intervals. The blade can then be adjusted by rotating the spindle, which advances the blade 1/16 of an inch per revolution. The sight window on the side of the gauge has engraved lines every 1/16 of an inch to show your exact position. The scale on the side of the spindle allows you to dial your blade down to 1/256th of an inch. The large bearing surface on the gauge enhances your ability to control the blade while scribing a line. The gauge can be readjusted quickly for a second line for mortise and tenon work or to scribe a line for both sides of a dado. We're adjusting the gauge now to cut a second line 5/8 of an inch away. The shaft was snapped into position in the next half-inch position, and the spindle was adjusted 1/8 of an inch. Two beautiful crisp lines spaced exactly 5/8 of an inch apart. When you're not using the gauge, the blade can be retracted below the face.
Ryobi's ONE+ trim router is the cordless solution to giving your projects a professional finish. This lightweight trim router achieves speeds of up to 29,000 RPM and can complete a plunge depth of up to 38 millimeters. It comes with a parallel guide, a 6mm and 6.35mm collet, allowing you to trim your work using a whole range of router bits, leaving behind clean, profiled edges. The die-cast base and fine adjustment dial ensures precise depth control and accuracy, and the LED provides great visibility of your work area. When used with our 5 amp-hour Lithium Plus battery, the trim router can trim up to 22 meters of pine, demonstrating the runtime doesn't have to be compromised for quality performance. This trim router is sold as a bare tool, allowing you to build on your ONE+ collection without the need to pay for additional batteries and chargers. As part of the ONE+ system of over 70
Remember when you had the right saw for any situation? The Wen 3 3/8" compact circular saw provides versatile and lightweight power all in the palm of your hand. Take on wood, tile, plastic, copper, aluminum, PVC, drywall, and so much more. For maximum accuracy, switch on the onboard laser to keep your cut right on target. If that's not enough, the included 5-inch rip fence helps you to make perfectly parallel cuts over even the longest of distances. The spring-loaded shoe combined with the lockable depth stop makes this the perfect saw for plunge cuts. Simply set your depth gauge to your preferred cutting depth for safe and easy interior cuts to your workpiece. Your Wen compact circular saw also comes packed with accessories, including a blade for wood, a blade for metal and plastic, a blade for tile and ceramic, an 80-inch dust extraction tube to help collect sawdust during operation, and a convenient blow mold carrying case, complete with storage compartments for all your accessories. Remember when you had a saw that could take on anything?
Remember when?